At long last, I bring Karen to my favorite state, a place whose rugged beauty is as awe-inspiring as it is calming, a place with people who are incredibly friendly, and a place with no shortage of wildlife. You come to town to stock up on groceries at your local Safeway, and then you come upon this. So join me in exploring a place I'll never be bored. Welcome to Colorado. Well, good morning from Rocky Mountain National Park. It is our first full day in Colorado. How you feeling? We've already seen quite a few animals. We've seen a moose, seen some deer, and
we saw an elk.
We did see an elk. Some people riding on horseback on the trail we're hiking right now. So we're gonna be in Colorado for a little while now. This is gonna be one of our longer stretches in one particular state. The first of a few. Holy shit.
Kissing.
Were they?
Yeah.
Karen saw two little chipmunks. The wind is pretty crazy today. But yeah, so we're gonna be in Colorado for a little while. A few different parts of the state. We just can't help but love it here. Call me a basic bitch all you want. I will never get tired of the Rocky Mountains. This is no doubt, at least in part, due to the fact that the Rockies have quite a stark difference from the mountains that I grew up with in New Jersey. But it's also just the sheer scale of that beauty and the potential number of outdoor activities that are at your fingertips at any given moment. It's a little intimidating and borderline overwhelming. Like, you almost don't know where to start and what to do first. Oh, and the weather can throw you for a loop too. It's part of the beauty, but you wind up in a tundra zone that's 35 degrees colder than where you started the day, and it looks something like this. How's it going? And seeing Karen smile while shivering was exactly what I was hoping for. It really is the dichotomy that perfectly encapsulates your first experience in Colorado. Oh, and speaking of abundant wildlife, I'm 2 for 2 here at Safeway. I'm here to get gas this time, and check this shit out. I'm pretty sure it's the same cow as yesterday with her calf. She looks like she's having a hard time. She's injured. She's injured for sure. So I'm putting gas in Pearl now. As I was driving by, I got a good look at that cow. Her leg was fucked up somehow. I don't know what it was. It looked broken. It was swollen as shit. The calf went to go touch it, and she freaked out. Ugh, poor thing. That sucks, man. Anyway, so how is Pearl doing? Pearl's doing great, surprisingly. I kind of can't believe it. I got to get her in for an oil change soon. But yeah, she's doing great. Well, it's been an eventful morning already. We got to Rocky Mountain National Park. We saw a large bull moose right off the road. He was beautiful, right, Kay?
He was, yeah.
So for anyone who is planning to take a trip to Rocky Mountain National Park during the summer months, which I think everybody knows is the busiest time to visit really any national park, you need what are called timed entry reservations, both to get into the park and if you want to go to the popular lakes area off of Bear Lake Road.
Unless you're at the park before 9.
Regular timed entry is from 9 to 2. Bear Lake Road is from 5 a.m. to 6 p.m. We got a reservation for Bear Lake Road this morning, showed up during our window, and the parking areas were full already. We probably got here later than we should have, honestly. We are now taking a different hiking trail out to the lakes. We will see how that goes. The earlier you can get here with or without a reservation is better. Another tip I didn't mention in that little rant of mine, and this is especially important if you're taking an off the beaten path kind of trail that's maybe a little bit less crowded, bring bear spray. I don't care. Bring it, have it accessible. Anywho, look, there's Bierstadt Lake. So we took a trail we were the only people on it. We got to this first lake, and I mean, look at that view. And the thing is, there's people here, but we just took the less crowded path, which worked out pretty well. So we are on the descent nearing Bear Lake. Bierstadt Lake was pretty awesome, but I gotta be honest with you, the path less traveled is not very interesting. It's, you know, well marked and whatever, and it's secluded, so it's not crowded, but Jesus, it is not a whole lot to look at.
Me.
Aside for you, of course. Besides her, of course. And another tip, don't carve shit into trees. For the love of God, stop doing this. It's not cool, and neither are you. Instead, go find some wet cement. So we're just here enjoying our post-hike picnic on the side of the road, the parking lot. How you feeling? Good. How you feeling?
Whoa!
Apologies for the wind. We might actually blow away here. We're not sure. In any event, the hike was good. Some rocks, some big inclines. A little bit of scrambling we had to do, which was good. Bierstadt Lake was was fantastic. It was beautiful. Bear Lake, kind of stunk, honestly. Probably gonna hit some more lakes tomorrow, I think. We gotta get up early. Oh, the anxiety that comes with being on this website at 6:59 p.m. So we are starting our second hike of the day. First hike was to Nymph, Dream, and Emerald Lakes. It is Thursday, July 4th. So as you could imagine, despite the fact that we got to the trailhead at 6 a.m., parking areas were full. Had to take a shuttle, which delayed us. It was frustrating. The trail was pretty packed. The lakes are nice, right?
Yeah, it was pretty. Very pretty.
The lakes are very nice, but I'd say a little damper on the experience with the shuttle and all the people, to be expected, unfortunately, despite having got there so early.
Yes.
Not early enough. Once we wrapped up our first hike, took the shuttle back to our car, get to the car, and the park and ride area is completely full. We get to the car.
Not even at the car. We stepped off the bus and somebody's already hassling us for the parking spot.
Yeah, some guy was asking us, oh, did you guys just get done or are you starting? Of course, we made the mistake of saying that we just got off, not realizing that the lot was full yet. And
I don't know what that is. Like, you just finished hiking, you want to relax, take a sip, take a breather, and then you got this guy who's like, oh, I'll just wait here for your spot.
he's like, yeah, can I camp out by your car? No rush or anything. Are you kidding me, dude? So we stood there and we had our snack, but
In the end, it hurts us, delays us, but it's just the point.
yeah, because I mean, we're trying to get the second hike in. So the longer we waited there, it was only hurting us, but still, the fuck, asshole. It really bugged us, in case you couldn't tell.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah, Karen yelled out the window to the guy. It was adorable. But yeah, second hike is off to a good start, if not with a bunch of elevation gain. So we'll see how that goes. Of course, it would be another week before I found out what it really felt like to do a short hike with quite a lot of elevation gain. And for you, you'll just need to keep watching this video to find out what I mean by that. What do you think about the lake?
The hike was good.
More of a pond, really. Despite the crowds we faced, we took solace in the fact that we were done before the real Bozo Brigade showed up. And as we departed Estes Park that day, en route to our next destination, which oddly enough is most people's first destination when they go to Colorado, I was reminded that even the most basic of rides on the highway bring forth a sense of tranquility in myself that doesn't happen often in my daily life back home. 2 weeks ago, we were here. Now we're here. Now, sparing the details, I screwed up last year on the 4th of July with Karen and I watching the fireworks, but I had to make up for it this year. I'm not a big fan of fireworks personally, but I have to admit this is probably the most impressive display I've seen in quite some time. But as much as we were enjoying this display, it wasn't too long afterwards that we were reminded that no matter how far away Karen and I get from New Jersey always seems to find us. Good morning.
Good morning.
Repeat what you just said to me.
I said, we have dryer sheets, you should rub them on yourself, maybe you won't be so staticky.
I told her that I get static every time I touch the button for the door. Just told me to rub dryer sheets on myself. That makes sense, right?
I mean, it can't hurt. Give it a try.
We have some commotion this morning. Not sure exactly what's going on. Sirens and whatnot.
Puke by the garbage can.
How are you feeling?
Good.
Thanks for getting that on camera.
It's the garbage can.
Yeah, I guess so. Now we're going to get coffee and tea and get some work done. We're actually staying in a hotel. It made more sense this time. We do have a hotel that has a kitchen room. Or we do have a hotel room that has a kitchen. Are you excited to cook in a hotel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make a meatloaf.
Can't do that. We don't have an oven. What's on our agenda for today?
We're gonna go to Red Rocks.
We are going to go to Red Rocks.
And then...
Not to see a show.
Yeah, not to see a show.
Unfortunately. Now it's time for a workout. So we're at Red Rocks and it's closing in 15 minutes to prepare for a show, which we didn't know.
Shit happens.
What are you gonna do? Since Red Rocks is a failure, hold on. I'm not supposed to be walking here. Anyway, we're just gonna keep running. So in the interest of saving time, we opted to come back and get workouts done so that we can get some work done. And I'm I'm out to find a little treat. Trying to record while running is tough enough. Trying to do it while holding a box of donuts is tough, but also kind of embarrassing. But, you know, gotta do what you gotta do.
Oh, jeez.
Went and got a treat.
The heck? Whatever.
Just mangled the
Oh,
box.
shite.
Yeah.
Look at these babies.
So what we have here, that's a blueberry,
Ooh.
and that's a French toast.
Ooh. That's your treat.
But by the way, if you're looking for a late night treat, I recommend this place. The next day, it was a drive out to Boulder for something a little bit different. A full-blown tour of the Celestial Seasonings tea factory. Now, despite the fact that I am unabashedly on team coffee, I do enjoy the occasional herbal tea, and Karen is one hell of a tea drinker if I've ever met one, so this tour made a bunch of sense. Now, unfortunately, you're not allowed to take any pictures or do any filming of any kind while you're actually on the factory tour, so I can't show you any of that, but I will say that they encourage you to sample as much of their tea as your little heart desires, all of which, by the way, is made right there in the great state of Colorado. From there, we grabbed lunch and took a stroll down Pearl Street, where we ended up perusing several of the town's art galleries containing art that I would have to have a much more successful YouTube channel to be able to afford, so please like and subscribe so I can make it to that point. So instead, we opted to enjoy the free live performances on Pearl Street. On our way to grab dinner. We just got back to Denver. We had a nice little afternoon in Boulder.
We did a tea tasting.
What were your thoughts on the tea?
It was great. I bought a lot of tea. It was nice to know the process in which they make it and bag it.
And it was not a brand that you normally
Drink is not
frequent, right?
No,
I mean,
it's not what I drink at all.
Yeah.
But being able to try them all, because you can try every single tea they make for free.
For free.
As many times as you want. She said that they wouldn't kick us out until 5 when they closed.
That's true. She did say that, which I thought was kind of funny.
So I tried a bunch, and then I bought a bunch. And I'm going to try to be better about drinking that kind. Herbal, non-caffeine, caffeine-free. So we'll see how it goes.
That's what you're going to have at night, right? Because drinking caffeine at 10 o'clock at night's not fantastic for you.
We'll see.
You did get your nails done. How'd that go?
20 minutes.
I still have not gotten a haircut. Probably need to do that soon, but I'm gonna let it go for a little while. It's Friday night and it's time to get something to eat. So we head to an area with no shortage of options. Denver's River North Arts District, or Rhino as it's known, seemingly has a little bit of everything. Everything from shopping to art to music to markets to everything in between, and a culture that is equal parts rebellious and community driven. Oh, and did I mention food? Everything from food trucks to literal Michelin star restaurants exist in this area. We landed somewhere in the middle at this place, Hot Valley, and did we overdo it? Maybe, but it was worth it. The next morning, I needed to work off some of that dinner, so on my hot boy jog walk, I was reminded of a familiar feeling. There's a specific kind of feeling that happens when you're in a major city and it's at a time where you know there's thousands of people around, but no one's out. It's a very specific kind of zen that I can't really explain, especially in a neighborhood like this, where last night it was busy as shit. There's chaos, lots of people. There's remnants of it for sure. But right now it's quiet, peaceful, and again, zen-like in a way I can't really explain. But as I was having my fancy coffee made and reminiscing about all the sights and sounds of the previous night, I thought about the fact that when you tell the story of modern-day Denver, there's one thing that you cannot ignore. Denver is a difficult place to live for a lot of people. Now, this is not something that is specific to Denver, but rather something that exists across our country. And staying out of the bullshit that is the political blame game, there is no denying that this is a complex problem to which there is no easy solution, and that, as a fellow human, I can honestly say is truly heartbreaking. But you want to see a place where no one's heart is breaking? Enter Cherry Creek. It's a short drive from downtown Denver, and things are just a little bit different. High-end shops, boutiques, and McMansions galore. This neighborhood, well within Denver's city limits, shares none of the issues seen in other neighborhoods. Do you feel underdressed?
Yes, very.
Yeah, we're a little underdressed. We stumbled upon the Cherry Creek Arts Festival with art that we cannot afford, crafts that, while beautiful, we also can't afford, but at least the food and live music were something that we could swing. little different between this and the one at Union Station, right?
Oh, you must not have heard me.
Yeah, a lot more stuff here. Did you want crystals?
If you want jewelry, come here.
You want jewelry or other
Rock.
random stuff? What do you think?
May have been a dud.
Though our financial and living situation precludes us from taking full advantage of the Cherry Creek Arts Festival, it was indeed no dud.
So what'd you think?
I thought it was neat.
Yeah.
A good find.
Yeah, we sort of just stumbled upon it. It wasn't really something that we planned on going to, and now the weather appears to be turning on us a little bit.
A little chilly.
We don't have any room to buy any art, so it's not like we can
Fortunately not.
Yeah,
So we got nuts.
fortunately for right now. Yeah, we got candied nuts and they're really good. So now we're off to Colorado Springs. Well, hello from our third destination in Colorado. We are in Colorado Springs, hiking the outer, hiking I guess is being a little bit generous, but walking the outer loop of Garden of the Gods. How you doing? How you feeling this morning, this afternoon? We had a little bit of a slow morning this morning and caught up on some rest. Too slow for you, I know, but yet somehow you've survived and the world didn't come to a screeching halt.
But it's hot now.
So we're gearing up for big hike on Wednesday. If you know anything about the Colorado Springs area, you know that I could be talking about a couple of different things when I mention a big hike. I'll give you a hint. We're not summiting Pikes Peak. So that should maybe give it away right there, but we'll have more on that later. For now, we're gonna go see some big rocks.
As it's probably the most well-known attraction in this area, Garden of the Gods gets crowded, so get your ass out of the car and walk the outer loop. You may see some people on horseback, which I guess you could also do. And I'm also told that this is quite the stargazing opportunity at night, so maybe take advantage of that when the crowds aren't there. But now it's time for us to resupply.
It's been over a month. How does it feel to be back?
Feels like
Feels like home?
yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Are you ready for today?
Yep.
How you feeling?
Nervous?
Why nervous?
Because it's a big thing.
So we've had a pretty tame couple of days here in Colorado Springs so far. That changes today, Wednesday. Monday we did a mild hike around Garden of the Gods. Yesterday we did, a light jog. Today we're gonna do probably the most physically demanding thing that we've done on the trip so far. I had mentioned to Karen a while back that on this adventure that I was planning to do this. Said that she's more than welcome to join me if she wants to. How would you say you've felt about it since since we talked about it?
Nervous.
Nervous?
Mm-hmm.
Would you say you've done a bunch of research about it every day?
Just a little.
Every day for the last month?
Just a little.
How do you think it's gonna go?
I don't know. It can go this way, I don't know.
There are bailout points.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that to you though, because you want to finish it, so I'll finish it with you.
We're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
We're gonna do it. You're gonna have to look at it eventually. It's gonna be fine. Here we go, taking our first steps on the Manitou Incline.
Got my beaches on.
Got your beaches on. We are off.
Yes, the famed Manitou Incline, former rail line site going over the eastern flank of Pikes Peak turned hiking destination.
We are officially well over halfway at this point. How you doing?
I feel good.
Feeling good?
Just nervous about the top.
It's gonna be fine. Let's keep moving. She's getting steep. Doing okay?
When the rail line was moved, somebody decided, hey, let's take out the old tracks, put in a bunch of stairs, have a bunch of tourists come in, hike this thing, make them pay for parking, we make a little cash on this thing. Okay, I don't know if that's really what happened, but it's the story I'm telling myself.
So our original time for this was 9:30. That was the slot we had. Luckily, an early one opened up last night. And it's a good thing because we're pretty exposed right now.
Yeah.
This would have been brutal if it were hotter.
Yeah.
We were frankly shocked at how quickly we made it to the top, but nevertheless, we made it and we were pumped.
That's it.
That's the top?
This is top.
What we did do?
We're at the top.
Yeah.
That's what I kept telling you.
We made it.
Now we walk down part of the trail that takes you up to Pikes Peak, which is what we're doing next, right?
Maybe.
I'll not sure if you caught that, but I got a maybe on that one. So some tips if you ever want to climb the Manitou Incline. What was it, the one you just said?
Do it in the morning.
Yeah, do it
in the summer at least.
Yeah, if it's, you know, the warmer months, it's July right now. Definitely do it in the morning. Earlier the better, as with most hikes. We, I think, started right just after 6:30. There's still like a couple of shaded points, which is nice. Pull over for a little breather, but otherwise, yeah, you're pretty exposed. So if it's hot out, you're gonna be feeling it.
Just take breaks when you need to.
Definitely take
Also,
breaks when you need
listen to the internet.
Water. What was that?
Don't always rely on the internet.
And why is that?
Because
you'll spend a month and a half getting nervous, and then we'll be well prepared for it, and you'll be fine.
Everybody is different, so I feel like everybody reacts differently to different things.
Yeah, it depends on if you don't like steep things, it's going to be a little bit of a rough go for you.
Also, if you're not a hiker.
Yeah, if you're not a hiker, which there were clearly some non-hikers out there.
Or even like a non-exerciser.
Yeah, you gotta be in somewhat shape to do.
Or know that going in and just take breaks. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, take frequent breaks. I didn't think that one chick in the beginning was gonna make it.
I hope that I was trying to look for her.
Man, hey, she was. I mean, we were a couple hundred steps in, and she was in rough shape.
Yeah, I feel bad for her. I feel like she over there, and then I was trying to look.
Oh, her! I forgot all about her. Shit. Yeah, I don't know whatever happened to her, but
that couple?
I was talking about the couple.
Yeah, she was
because she was in like rough shape.
She was, and they were very gun-ho in the beginning.
Yeah, they were.
They took off.
Do not go out too fast. I don't care how good a shape you're in. If you're not used to it, don't go out too fast.
I was looking for her too, but I didn't see her.
Also, if you are going to do it, make sure you're acclimated. That's kind of an obvious thing, but like, make sure you're acclimated to being at elevation. If not, you're going to have a bad day.
Yeah. I mean, speaking from experience, I had headaches the first couple of days that we were here. When we hiked, remember?
Oh, yeah. When we were in Rocky Mountain National Park, yeah. Well, it's just, you got to just get acclimated to it. That's all.
But I feel great, though.
Yeah, I mean, we've been hiking at altitude for a while now, so we were well prepared.
We were well prepared. Thank you for that.
And I am very proud of you.
Thank you. Proud of myself.
You should be.
You've reached the end of part 1 of our time in Colorado, but don't worry because the adventures are just beginning, especially given that Pearl is going to start acting up a little bit. Pearl does not sound great. She's having a very loud morning, and we're not really sure what's going on with her. It's a little bit concerning. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in part 2. Okay, love you. Bye.